Welcome to BeatMinds Deconstruction episode 11. Today we are diving again into the world of progressive house music, as I take the challenge of deconstructing and reproducing one of my favorite tracks lately. We are tackling the track Underwater by DubVision and Afrojack. This vocal line is mind-blowing to me, and this track is on repeat constantly. Both DubVision and Afrojack have contributed significantly to the EDM genre and have gained large followings worldwide. Their collaborations often result in tracks that blend their unique styles, creating energetic and memorable tunes like Underwater. I would say we start here with the kick. The sample, I have just an EQ boosting slightly the lows, and here a little dip around 200 Hz. Open hi-hat, another hi-hat, a little more aggressive. One clap, second clap. Let's start with the mid basses. Together they sound like this. We have this one, mid bass 1. That's a Spire. Just kickstart on it. And an EQ cutting out the lows because here is sitting the sub bass. Then we have the second mid bass. Also a Spire. And also kickstart and cutting the lows out. The sub bass, -1, sine wave, then another sine wave. They look like this in the analyzer. All together with the kick, the basses sound like that. Very driving, really nice. The pattern looks like this. Then we have those chords. It's a Nexus patch. Here we have a filter on it. Then we have an EQ, kickstart, and a little fresh air. And we have this glide synth. So I made it myself. 2 octave sawtooth, 3 voices of unison, 4 voices of unison, portamento, then EQ, sampler, fresh air. Together it sounds like this. We have this synth coming in, tri-sine. Here it goes. EQ. So then we change here the bass pattern. And we have this pad coming in. Just giving some little accent. Then we have the first breakdown, where the vocal sings the amazing refrain. Let's have a listen. Comes this amazing arpeggio lead. I love it. We have these 2 respaces. One is high, one is low, giving a little low end. I made them separately because I will use the other one in the drop and the other one not. Simple respace, 11 voices of unison, E-tuned a lot. Same with this one. Then we have this arpeggio lead. This is a silent. I added an EQ, OTT, simpler for filtering, ping pong delay, and quite a big room with 6 seconds of decay. I love that lead. So here are kicking the drums, but they are filtered down. Then we have a snare roll coming in and a sweep up. So, and then we hit the first drop. We have the full drum set going. And the basses playing the same pattern. And we have this respace coming in. As I mentioned before, only the high one. And we have the main lead. It sounds like this by its own. I made the lead myself. It's 2 sawtooth, 1 octave higher than the other one. We have a plucky envelope and we have a plucky filter envelope. Then we have quite some processing. First this EQ, OTT, and some fresh air, the high-end exciter. Then we have an EQ, transient designer, to give it a little bit more attack. Then we have some saturation with decapitator, ping pong delay, Valhalla room with 5.3 seconds decay. Then we have another filter to take care of the maybe added lows from the saturation. We make it a little wider with wider from infected mushrooms. Kickstart for sidechain of 46% and Simplon for filtering. And we have this glide synth. We have some automation for the drums. This is where I cut away the lows from the kick. Yeah, and the drop would sound like this. We are landing directly in the second verse. The transition is like this. Here's the verse by the vocal. Then we have the higher respace coming in this chorus. And this pad. Snare roll and uplifter and impact. This break sounds similar to the first one, and again I find it really amazing how this up lead comes filtered in. So nice. Pad comes in, filtering up. So, and then we end up in the build-up. We have the main lead filtered down. We have this Atmo going here. So, now drums are kicking in. They're filtered with a high pass and a low pass. Then the snare roll, and this R bleed comes in. While this one filters down again, and this makes a super nice transition. And then we end up in the final drop. It's the same like the first drop, we just have one more downlifter. And I will play you the full result.